Dark Fire, chapter 20. So yesterday, the Elsie gave an idea to that scientist, that ancient scientist. What idea she gave?
She gave that he could make
prehistoric animal. She didn't say which one. She could say some prehistoric animal we can bring to life. Okay, now.
Not the saber-toothed tiger, exclaimed Dotty. No, laughed Elsie. That's just a skeleton. No, I suppose. There is a little help for that now. You don't mean the mammoth, do you? The mammoth, yes, that's what I said. Protested the lady. The mammoth? You
want to bring that mammoth upstairs back to life?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have a new arrival, do we? Asked the professor. I wondered what all noises was bringing.
Yeah. So Dotty thought it's only the saber-toothed tiger. See, it is skeleton you cannot bring to life. But this is a full form. It's only preserved. Okay, so you can bring back to life. So mammoth really. Oh. So the scientist did not know about its arrival. So he's surprised. Yeah.
Bring it back to life?
Bringing it
back to life is madness, exclaimed Dotty. Good madness or bad madness? Asked Elsie. Is there a good kind? Yes. Listen. That creature was been perfectly preserved for 10,000 years. It looks like a stuffed.
It snuffed it.
It snuffed it yesterday, right?
So snuffed it means died. Okay, there are some way of saying things like that. And say kick the bucket. That means died. So there are some expressions to say where they don't want to say directly. So sniffed it means the life was gone. It looks as if only yesterday the life is gone because it is so well preserved. Yeah. Continue.
Dotty nodded her head. So surely with the professor's lightning catch
catching thingamajig. Meaning we don't know a proper word, she is using some word, what it is. Okay, whatever it is, something.
We could give it a
ginormous shock and restart its heart. Enormous means huge. Gigantic plus enormous, ginormous. A new word has been coined.
Elsie and Dotty looked at the professor. He was science expert after all. Even though he had very nearly burned the Natural History Museum down to the ground. His old eyes lit up with a dark fire. He stayed straight ahead as the plan began to take sharp shape in his mind.
Look here and read. Okay. So he is thinking very deeply how to bring it back to life.
This is a genius idea of mine, he whispered. Elsie looked mightily confused. Wasn't it her idea? I can use my lightning technology to create life. The dream of all scientists since the dawn of time. To be God. I think it has gone to his head a bit, murmured Dotty. I will go down in history as the greatest scientist.
Greatest scientist? Still it is there. Scientist of my age. No, of all time. So
of my age, bro.
Nah?
It's of my age.
Yeah, no, as the greatest scientist, yeah, of my age, no, of all time. So, it's like he's saying, my genius idea of my idea, LCC, his idea. I was the one who suggested this. Then he's saying, I know, I can be God, I can create life. So this man, it has gone to his head, because no one should start thinking that he is the God. Then he's saying, Isaac Newton, an apple fell on your head and came up with the idea of gravity. Who cares? Nicholas Copernicus, you discovered that the earth revolves around the sun rather than the other way around. Big deal. Charles Darwin, so you completely changed the way we think about life on earth with your theory of evolution. They will rip up your books, burn your paintings, and tear down your statues and put up one of me. Yes, it will all be about me. So he's looking at all photos, Newton, Copernicus, Darwin, what all you have discovered. Now I will be the biggest scientist ever, they will put only my busts, statues.
There was an uncomfortable silence for a moment. Have you finished? Asked Elsie. The professor paused for thought. Yes, you too will be my assistants. You must do everything I say and be prepared to lay down your life in the name of science if need be. Now, come on, there's no time to lose.
So the scientist is saying, you two will be my assistants. Okay, whatever I say you do, even you will give up your life also.
Instantly, the old man started
busying
himself about his laboratory, handing pieces to scientific equipment
to Elsie,
who followed him around like a eager puppy. Dotty looked on in disbelief.
Have you two completely lost your minds? She asked. The mind is an abstract construct, replied the professor. What he just said, agreed the girl, not having understood a word of it. She has not understood what man is saying, scientist is saying, but she is posing as if she knows everything. If we do manage to catch a bolt of lightning and somehow bring this mammoth, she always says mammoth. Who? Dotty. She doesn't know to say mammoth. Mammoth, corrected Elsie. A mammoth, that's what I said. Again she is saying mammoth. Back to life. What are we going to do with it? It was a good question. It stopped both of them in their tracks. It means they're just thinking.
Pondered the girl. Well, maybe the mammoth can come and live with you. Dotty went Dotty. With me. I rent a tiny attic room in a boarding house. There's no cats or dogs rule.
They say no cats or dogs rule.
What about no mammoths rule? Asked Elsie. No. Well then, there isn't a
no dinosaurs rule either.
No dinosaurs rule either. I amn't sure the landlady thought she would need my rule.
Need any rules.
Any rules about
animals?
About animals that have been
extinct
millions of years.
Their landlady only says no cats or dogs, but they are not told no dinosaurs or no mammoths. Because it is extinct so many years back, nobody thought of that to bring a rule that they will bring this. Yeah.
Well, if it can't live with you, maybe it can come and live with me, said Elsie. You don't have a home, so maybe we can set it free.
Yeah, I am also free, so she will also be free and she will be with me.
Elsie noticed the professor smiling to himself. He was hiding something, but what? We can work on the finer details in a good time, he said. Fine, we have to bring it back to life. Now, where do I put that copper wire? Dotty grabbed.
So, it's all about afterwards where she will live. Where she will live in. If she goes to Dotty's room, her house itself will fall. That's a different thing. And live freely with her means she cannot be really free because she cannot be moving around in the roads. But okay.
She should be working in the...
We'll work out those details afterwards. First, let us bring it back to life. So he's looking for the copper wire.
Dotty grabbed whatever bit of scientific equipment Elsie was holding and put it down on the counter. Come on, Elsie. This is all going to end in tears, said the lady. What with that? Dotty grabbed the girl's hand and dragged her over the secret door. Please, Dotty, I beg you, cried the professor. I need your help too. No, please. No means no. Just other side of the door, footsteps could once again be heard.
So bootsteps, not footsteps. It's bootsteps. Okay. So she's saying, Dotty is saying, put down all the equipment. Come, let us go. She's dragging Elsie also. But professor is saying, I need you also. Please don't go. I'm begging you. Don't go.
Click clack, click clack, click clack. The pair fell silent. Shh, hushed Elsie. It's Cloud. He doesn't know I'm here, hissed the professor. No one does. If you let him hear, then hush the girl again. All three kept dead still as the bootsteps came to a halt right outside the secret door. Click clack, click clack, click clack.
Yeah. So now the Cloud has come, the security man, and so both of them were silent. And he's saying he doesn't know, so nobody does. Okay. So what will happen if he comes here? You can't imagine.
There followed the sound of light tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Dotty held her chest. Her heart was racing. Tap, tap, tap. Elsie had to hide herself countless times before. The trick was not to breathe. The girl stretched out her hand to silence the old lady. Dotty clasped her hands
together and closed her eyes in prayer. So Elsie is experienced in hiding. Always she is living in hiding only. So when somebody is coming near, she will just hold her breath. So they should not even listen to the breathing sound. Then they will guess that someone is there. So she is praying. That is praying.
Had Cloud worked out there?
Tap.
Tap. Had Cloud worked there?
Had Cloud worked out there was something behind the secret door?
Not yet. There were sounds of footsteps again as Cloud moved off. Click clack, click clack, click clack. If I know Mr. Cloud, he will be back, whispered the professor. We have to move at lightning speed if we want to bring the monster back to life. What could possibly go wrong? Muttered Dotty.
So he will know, is he guessing? Does he know that someone is here? So that's why he's knocking, but he went off, but we suspect that he'll be coming back again. So what could possibly go wrong, miss? Is it possible? She's saying very sarcastically, what could possibly go wrong in bringing it back to life? Such an easy thing.